Hello everyone, welcome to Crypto Morning, Tuesday, October 22nd, 2024. The market's truly merciless, especially crypto. Bitcoin went wild, gaining thousands of dollars in hours, approaching $70,000. These are short-term moves, but we'll see in this video that the overall trend is ultra bullish, even though it's tough because altcoins are taking a serious beating. I'm skeptical of polls right now. I've checked various US sources and the results are incredibly close. Some polls show Kamala Harris at 49%. Others have Trump at 49.3%. It's really unusual. Polymarket is decentralized, which I personally trust more than traditional polling institutes. Polls often sample just 1,000 people, which I've always found problematic. Remember, it's global. Anyone can vote. That's the big difference from polling Americans. Here, it's global and the world has decisively weighed in. It's mind-blowing, with nearly 2/3 of polls agreeing. Notably, in swing states where there's usually uncertainty, they could go Republican or Democrat depending on the candidates. We're seeing huge differences in the polls. If Trump gets elected, as you know, it could really heat up the markets. Look at the S&P. It's down, while altcoins are taking a big hit. The S&P 500, coming off Friday's all-time high, is digesting well. I wouldn't be surprised to see it green tomorrow. The Nasdaq's not bad, even closing up 0.27%. What we saw was a sell-off, and the reason is simple. Profit taking. No need for complex explanations. We hit 88s, Bitcoin pumped, so people sold for profits, systematically affecting markets. The Nasdaq and S&P 500 are holding strong, but we took a hit. Key indicators, especially options closing Friday, always impact the last week. We're at 66,000 max pay, which tends to pull Bitcoin close to that level. No indicator has completely reversed, so let's look at other information. Interestingly, Dubai has likely benefited the most from the crypto boom over the past decade. It's one of the easiest places to cash out or buy property with crypto. Indeed, I think any investor who, let's say, makes over $1 million in a bull market might legitimately ask themselves, do I pay 40% tax on this million, which is about 400,000? Or is it easier to go to Dubai and buy apartments for 200, 300, 400,000 euros? Real estate is booming there, and a lot of cash is flowing in. People even go on vacation and easily exchange stable coins for Dubai dirhams very simply. So, with Trump's potential election, many polls ask how high Bitcoin could go. If he wins, would $100,000 come immediately? I think we'll see a simple trend towards the end of the year. I still aim for $100,000 before year end. But what you and I are really waiting for is when we hit ATH and enter the 75-100K zone. That's when we'll see real performance from altcoins. It's tough because altcoin season doesn't last long, but that's when you see crazy gains. You need to hold your altcoins no matter what, even if it's hard. When big pumps happen, some days might see triple-digit growth. Chainlink, honestly, among the top 20 major projects, is my number one. It's one of the few big projects that can still deliver insane results. I think it could easily do a 10x. Not many can, but Chainlink might surprise us as it covers so many areas. They're working with major financial institutions on data quality and reporting, using AI and blockchain. Chainlink's at the center of it all. Interestingly, it always hits ATHs before Bitcoin. That's the hash rate. The hash rate, remember, is Bitcoin's security. It shows the network's health, and the network's value is its hash rate. Never forget that. So the network's value is exploding exponentially. Bitcoin for 10 years now has never been corrupted, and it's becoming even more secure. The network is inviolable. And as time passes, it's getting harder to attack Bitcoin, which has never been successfully attacked, at least not successfully. We're noticing that miners aren't selling their Bitcoins yet. They're kind of like us, you could say. The mobs aren't looking pretty, which is actually very, very pleasing. Making 6% on a tough day like this with great volume. Could this be a signal? It's not an AppCoin style comeback with billions in volume, but Honestly, it's very impressive. Atom being in the green daily and monthly is quite a performance for it. Let's hope this is the start of something still scratching at performance. We'll see with stratospheric volumes over 100% again. People are having fun, but this could be a huge comeback signal nonetheless. For AppCoin, we're seeing good volumes for Bitcoin and Ethereum with slight dips. Not even less than 2.4 for Ethereum. Big names are holding steady, but ALTs are seeing major dips. Let's take a look at Teo. Don't forget the big picture. Since August 5th, lowest at 49,700, second low at 52,000, then 58,000. As I said before, if we don't drop below 58,000, there's nothing to worry about. We have strong support levels to the south. What I like is the 50-day moving average finally starting to pump, and we'll have a nice signal in less than 2 weeks with the golden cross of 50 and 200-day averages. Even if it falls sharply, we should have support to the south, and we have 3 support levels at the moving averages following that. I'm not too keen on this pattern. It's smaller, but if you look, it resembles the other one with the start of a reversal. These shoulder head shoulder patterns, or at least reversal movements, would be normal to me. We've seen an explosion. It was complicated and laborious here, but it exploded violently with no pullback. I find that hard to believe. On the other hand, in the south, it's ultra bullish. The moving average 50 crosses the 100-day moving average, which now crosses the 200-day. So this week we'll see the 50, 100 and 200-day moving averages align. It wouldn't surprise me if it then falls sharply. Why not below 500? That wouldn't shock me at all. Everyone's been talking about the crazy 50 and 100 moving averages. Personally, I'd be thrilled if it suddenly takes off on its own, explodes past $15, and there you have it. All those, look at the YouTube videos showing how many people sold all their Atom under $6. And then people, yes, then FTM's beautiful golden cross. Look at that beauty, 50-day moving average crossing 200-day. Great momentum. And now it'll give a second wind to the trend. Lastly, AppCoin, it's so exciting because it was sinking and suddenly those who held on to a token that's been sinking for 3 years, I hope this is just the start. Even if it explodes, I'm still cautious about this token. It'll aim for much higher targets. It's still a bit slow, always in this big buy zone for me between 11 and 14 cents, with golden price around 11 cents. Honestly, I caught it at 11, bought a lot more in this zone since then, and I find it's a bit similar for Alepians, which had given bounce signals in this area. It seems to be rebounding. What will it need to reach the green zone to really rebound, especially below the dollar? To watch for me, it's the token of the day. Wave is a very promising project competing with Filecoin in storage. Very strong in NFT storage, so closely tied to the NFT sector, but generally it's a robust infrastructure blockchain. I find it very strong in storage. If the NFT sector rebounds like we see with AppCoin, I think Wave could perform very well. Graphically, you can see it exploded nicely early last year, easily going from 8 to 50, a 5x or 6x. And look at this, now down 63%, but its wick seems to be holding. I think it'll hold. If not, it might fall to around 14 at worst. It could crack and drop without resistance, falling quite easily. But I think we're already at very good levels. If the market continues to digest at Bitcoin and altcoin levels and keeps falling, there'll be an exceptional buying opportunity. Now, if the market rebounds, Wave is at very low levels. So that's all from me. I wish you a good day and I'll see you very soon. Bye everyone.